What's up, guys? So I know I haven't done one of these in quite a while. I just feel like kind of lazy with the whole video editing. But it's not an excuse. I know my last two have been audio only, but a little bit of mixture. Anyways, I'm back with doing this video one just because I really wanted to talk about this event. It was just crazy. It was intense. One of the craziest stuff I've seen. Disturbing, but crazy. And anyways, so if you're a WWE fan, you're a wrestling fan, you're an AEW fan, then you know that AEW All Out was literally that. AEW, they went all out on this event. No pun intended, but let me just tell you, it was some of the best stuff I've seen, some of the most disturbing stuff I've seen, but overall, I think it was something. So I'm not gonna talk about the matches that I didn't care about, which was the Daniel Bryan match, the Fatal Four Way match, and the tag team match. Honestly, I didn't care. I don't really keep up with AEW anymore. I watch like highlights. Maybe I'll watch like Mercedes Monet, sometimes MJF and Will Ospreay. But overall, I really stopped watching weekly. In my villain era. Um, yeah. So let me start with the opener. It was Will Ospreay. Wow. It was MJF versus Daniel Garcia, and what I thought was a really good match. Um, I kind of predicted the ending with MJF winning in a cheating way. But overall, it was a good match. There was blood. There was a story. It was great. Um, would I say it was like amazing? No, but it was great. So I think it was the right choice to have MJF win just because it kind of continues the feud. Um, for those saying like, "Oh, Daniel lost, so he must have not have resigned." Like, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure he already resigned with AEW, because if he didn't, there wouldn't have been this match. So all those marks that, "Oh, he didn't sign," like, just shut up and watch the show. Anyways, I feel like I say anyways a lot, so sorry, but that's just how it is. Um, Next match I'm going to talk about is probably one of the best matches that I've seen. One of my favorite matches of all time. And overall, it was just 20 minutes of pure amazing wrestling. And I'm talking about Will Ospreay versus Bastard Pac or Pac. Pac Pac. Right from the get go, it was just intense. Um, and I think it was like the best 20 minutes that I've seen. Um, and I'm not forcing it just because obviously, I've seen a lot of wrestling, but I was so into this match, just like every move was like amazing. The pinfalls, just everything. I was shook. um, and after last night, I can like officially say like Will Ospreay has become my favorite wrestler, tied with MGF outside of WWE, and one of my favorite wrestlers like in the world. Period, like of all time. Just based off his wrestling, which is weird because sometimes it's like, oh, he's my favorite because of his character and wrestling, but this dude was like his wrestling. Like, if you don't watch wrestling, I highly suggest you watch Will Ospreay. Um, he'll make you fall in love with wrestling. Um, so before he came to AEW, I knew of Will Ospreay. I've seen highlights. I knew he was like amazing. They would call him like the best wrestler to not sign with WWE. Um, I knew of him, but I never actually fully watched his matches until he got to AEW because, American TV, I don't really watch international stuff for the indies or stuff like that. But watching his pay per view matches in AEW have been amazing. His TV matches, amazing. But this match, I'm telling you, I just loved it. Like I could go back and rewatch a match, and I rarely do. Um, but this one, I definitely recommend. I would definitely watch it again. Um, just everything about it was amazing. So on to the next match, which was right after this amazing match, was the Chicago Street Fight between Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale. And some people were like, "Oh, like that's gonna be hard to keep up with after this amazing Will Osprey match." But I'm telling you, these women, I didn't expect this match to be that great, but it was great. I don't think I've ever seen such an amazing like Chicago street fight hardcore match, whatever you want to call it, like ever. Like even in WWE, like we've seen matches, but like this match was just Chris and Willow. They fucking brought it. They, I want to say well, this was my second favorite match of the night. Was Willow versus Chris. It had the story, it had the action, it had the spots, it had everything. Like it was literally a fucking Chicago street fight hardcore. Like it was some intense shit. So I highly recommend that. I'm actually surprised they had Chris win, but also not surprised. I just feel like they needed to build her up. I actually thought Willow was gonna get the win, but I'm okay with Chris winning. I do hope that she leaves. What's his name? Is it Mark Salloway? I don't know. Stokely. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I really hope she leaves him. She doesn't need him. Um, and for a second, I thought they were gonna kind of like hug her and Whittle, but that didn't happen. Um, but yeah, that was some crazy shit. So yeah, so you had the Will Osprey match and the women's match back to back, and I was just like, bro, I'm shook. They gave me two amazing back to back matches. Like that's fucking crazy. So like they really went all out. Um, so yeah, I think after that it was Fatal Four Way and then Daniel Bryan. Like I said before, I don't care. So yeah, we had two amazing great matches. We had oh Mercedes Moné versus Sheeta, forgot her name, and I love Mercedes Moné. Huge fan. Sasha Banks. She's from Boston. Everything about her, I love. This ring gear was fucking horrible. Like that top, it was just a mess. Like if her ex husband did it, then I don't know what happened because that gear was horrible. I think the match overall was good, way better than Britt versus Mercedes, which we know is pretty bad because of Britt Baker. Is it Britt Baker? It is Britt Baker. Yeah. But I think this match was good. Some people are trashing it, saying that it got a little sloppy. I'm like, not really. I think Mercedes was just protecting her wig a lot, which she clearly needed some help with the wig. Um, but I think overall it was good. It wasn't bad, like people are saying it. Like I thought it was good. I'm glad she won. She didn't need anybody to win, so I think that was kind of like the point on why she was kind of like angry at the end. Or it could have been because her wig was falling off, or she really did like fuck her up. So yeah, we'll see who her next challenger is. But Mercedes, I wish you would come back to WWE, but you're doing good in AEW, so it doesn't matter. All right, on to the last one. This is an unsanctioned match, which aka means it doesn't count. Anything goes, whatever. The company is not they're not oh my god responsible for anything that goes on. So it was Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland in a lights out cage match, and holy fuck, there was cinder blocks, table. I don't know if there was a table, chairs, all these weapons, and it was fucking. It was crazy. The ending was crazy, but let me tell you something. Before this match, I forgot to mention, um, John Moxley put a plastic bag over Daniel Bryan's head and kind of like suffocated him. I think that was a little bit too much. It was like really uncomfortable to watch. So I don't know why they did that and why they got the okay. I know they're gonna get trash over that. Um, Even Jim Ross, one of the announcers, was just like, "What the fuck? This is an embarrassment to wrestling." And I'm like, you know. But anyways, after that, you didn't think things can get like fucking more uncomfortable. We had this match. They were literally going at it. They were staples in their faces and their chests. Swerve and Hangman were literally trying to kill each other. But what really made it so fucking uncomfortable and just like I feel like they like I don't know, they just it was too much was the ending. Hangman Adam Page got a fucking needle, like one of those I don't know what they call it, like syringe needles, they use to fucking draw blood or give you like shots or whatever. He fucking put one of those in Swerve Strickland's mouth, in his cheek. Holy shit. That was that was just like very uncomfortable. It was crazy. It was like what the fuck? And then right after that, a fucking steel chair shot to the fucking head and he wins, knocks him out. That was fucking disturbing. Um, like I said, AEW, they literally went all out. Yeah, that they left me shook in a good way with the two matches that I loved, and then shook in a fucking cringe, like what the fuck, with the whole um, plastic bag and the main event, a steel cage match. I just think it was a lot, you know. I get the whole like, I don't, I honestly, don't, I know, I don't get it. Like, I get the whole street fights and the bloods, and the overuse of the freaking, I don't know, what are they called? The pins, thumbtacks, thumbtacks. Um, but the whole like the needle in the cheek, it was just too much. The plastic bag, I don't know, I wasn't a fan of it. But I'm glad Hangman won. I feel like he needed the win. Shit, look high. But yeah, I'm gonna end it with that. Like I said, overall, Mercedes Monet had a good match. MJF versus Daniel Garcia was a good match as well. Chicago Street Fight was fucking amazing. Um, they killed it. If I were to like rate it, it would be like a 4.75. I don't know, maybe like a 4.9 or whatever out of five. And then you had Will Osprey versus Pac, which again, like I mentioned, one of my favorite matches I've ever seen. It was just so much fun. Will Osprey did great. Pac did great. Just everything about it was great. I loved it. Please go watch it if you can. Um, that's it for this episode. I feel like I went on for a long time. So sorry about that. Um, yeah. If you don't follow me on social media, follow me now. My YouTube channel, The Heel Culture. Probably watching it now, so you should just click like or follow. My Instagram, BGR Visuals, or Brandon J93, or the Heel Culture Podcast. So just make sure to go follow me. Um, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to be, if somebody wants to be on the next one and just have a discussion, we can definitely do that. Um, yeah, and I'm sorry for all the ums and all the anywayses, but anyways, and see you guys next time. I'm out.